A new Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research poll Wednesday found that former President Donald Trump is increasing his grip on the Republican Party but still distancing a majority of the American electorate. The poll found that 63% of Republican voters now say they want the former president to run again. Noted in AP summary, the strong support from inside the GOP marked an increase from the same poll last April, which showed 55% of Republican voters wanted to see Trump on the party's ticket again. 7 in 10 Republicans now have a favorable opinion of Trump, an uptick from the 60% who said so 2 months ago. Added the AP of Trump's increasing popularity in the GOP, as more indictments have been filed against him. While Trump's grip on the Republican Party is undisputable in the poll's findings, his relationship with the general electorate is far less favorable. But in a crucial warning sign for the former president and his supporters, Trump faces glaring vulnerabilities heading into a general election, with many Americans strongly dug in against him, wrote the AP's Jill Colvin and Lindley Sanders. The poll found that in a general election, 74% of Republicans said they would support Trump in 2024. However, 53% of Americans said they definitely would not support him, and another 11% said they probably would not support him. The poll asked the same questions for President Joe Biden and found a slightly better result for the incumbent, but not by much. 54% of respondents said they would not support Biden, with 43% saying they would definitely not support him in a general election, with another 11% saying they probably wouldn't, while an improvement on Trump's total 64% of Americans not wanting to support him. Biden's 54% shows he remains vulnerable. Biden does command greater party loyalty than Trump, however, with 82% of Democrats saying they will support him in a general election. The poll also asked respondents whether or not they believed Biden to be a legitimately elected president. 70% of all Americans surveyed agreed, with 98% of Democrats agreeing. But only 41% of Republicans vouched for Biden's legitimacy. When asked about Trump's most recent federal indictment, 53% of Americans said they approve of the Justice Department indicting Trump in the federal case that he worked to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. As with most opinions concerning Trump, there are large partisan differences. Only 16% of Republicans approve of the Justice Department's indictment, compared to 85% of Democrats. The poll was conducted nationally between August 10th and 14th among 1,165 adults using online and telephone interviews. The poll carries a 3.8% margin of error. The post-whopping 64% of Americans say they definitely or probably would not support Trump for president in 2024. AP poll first appeared on Mediaite.